What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. And as I said, I'll start releasing the superhero content. Whatever, you already heard what I said. It's time to talk about the Snyder Cut now. I'm not gonna be blindly saying that I was on the hype train about the Snyder Cut or whatever. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't like Man of Steel or Batman vs Superman. I mean, that's just me. I just did not like those movies. So heading into this, I was just kind of skeptical about the Snyder Cut. And I mean, that's it. Yeah. So I finally saw the Snyder Cut. Very 4 hours long, and this isn't going to be an in-depth review because if I was to do an in-depth review about a 4-hour movie, I would probably miss a lot of the moments that had happened, just to even at least shove it into a 22-minute video at the very least. At the very least, I mean, um, there's so much to talk about with this movie. It's just crazy. Obviously, this is the best DCEU movie we've ever gotten. I think it's better than Wonder Woman. My former favorite was Shazam. This easily beats Shazam, and I think this is probably better than Joker. Is it better than The Dark Knight? Let's not go there. I don't think it's there, but I definitely think it is definitely at least in the top three of the best DC movies, period. At least live action wise. If we were to throw in animation, then this probably wouldn't compare to the Justice League War. But let's not dwell on that. Uh, no spoilers. So overall, what did I overall thought of Justice League? It was really good. It had all the characters that I didn't like Cyborg and Steppenwolf, and it kind of elevated them into a way where I never really thought they could elevate them. Dark Side, I mean, that's not really a spoiler. Some other I don't know if they're spoilers. I mean, they're in the trailer, but like, I'm not gonna mention who else is there. But Dark Side, he's not really in the movie per se. Like, he's there. He's the bad guy. For now, he served like the Thanos role from Guardians of the Galaxy, where he's just there. He's intimidating. He tells our main villain that he'll pay for his failure, which, I mean, I'm not really going to spoil the fate of Steppenwolf. But yeah, is the Snyder Cut better than the Whedon Cut? Why does this have to be a question? I mean, it's very obvious. The Snyder Cut is better than the Whedon Cut, and the reason why is because it had room to breathe. It had moments, even stuff from the Justice League movie, which I don't even consider canon anymore. Like, I don't care about that movie. I care less. I don't even consider it part of the DCU. That was an alternate reality. I don't fucking care about the Justice League movie. All right, the Snyder Cut, I consider that canon, and there was so much stuff that they teased towards the end that I'm upset about because we're not getting these movies. I mean, unless Warner Brothers wants to continue with Snyder on HBO Max, which it all depends on how well the Snyder Cut does, and I'm assuming it's going to do pretty well because this is the biggest thing that the streaming service has released that isn't a movie that's simultaneously in theaters and on the streaming service. So, yeah. And this kind of revitalized my faith in DC. It kind of has me upset because this is what Warner Brothers wanted. And in some cases, if they just stick to the original plan with Zack Snyder, they probably would have beaten Marvel to the curve. Yeah, I said it. They could have probably beat Marvel to the curve with the big bad super villain, being a superhero epic, all that stuff. They could have beat Marvel to the punch, but Warner Brothers hesitated. And that's their issue. They always hesitate, and they have stupid executives running DC. The reason why I think Marvel is a little bit more successful because there's one head that does love the material he's adapting, so that leads Marvel to be a little better with consistency. I am kind of upset though. Are we going to get these hashtag restore the Snyderverse? I would actually love to see some of these ideas. These ideas that I was on the fence about earlier. Now I'm like, yeah, sure, go for it. I mean, Zack clearly had a vision. Zack Snyder literally gave Warner Brothers what they asked, and they completely destroyed the movie. Also, Joss Whedon, he could go F himself. A, he's a horrible human being. Let's not even bring DC into it. But B, the way he absolutely... Let's not even use destroy. The way he annihilated Zack Snyder's original vision for Justice League is beyond disgusting. I mean, it was clearly a lie when he said, "I will honor Zack Snyder's work." He did it. Screw you, Joss Whedon. The autumn part where Zack Snyder was paying tribute to his, unfortunately, his daughter who had passed away due to suicide and depression. I feel sorry for the Snyders. I'll give them my condolences. But that was nice, especially with the Hallelujah music during the credits. I wouldn't say that got me teary eyed, but that gave me some. I was like, yeah, Snyder, that was good. That was good stuff. I don't know how to talk about this movie without getting into spoilers. I guess we could talk about the stuff that was like in the original that people know about. Um, where did I even begin? The beginning with Wonder Woman was good. It was way better than the original. Again, I liked that scene from the Joss Whedon cut. You know, it was like nice. I think that was the only scene that Joss Whedon did a good job on. But again, Zack Snyder just fucking bodied Whedon in that area. The beginning was very different than Joss Whedon's Justice League. There was just so many differences, and ultimately, yeah. If I was to make a top three of my favorite characters, it will probably be Cyborg, who's number one. Cyborg definitely had the biggest improvement from the Snyder Cut, which makes a lot more sense why Ray Fisher was pushing for this. Number two was the Flash. He was less annoying. His jokes landed better here because of just how the movie is. So I mean, he wasn't only comedic relief. He had his own emotional story, in the movie as well, and that's another thing that they were able to do six, or at the very least, at least like five, great emotional stories of each character, which I thought was great. Hell, six was Superman. I mean, Superman, again, not a spoiler. He's even in the poster. I mean, he's barely in the movie, but I mean, he had his moments, so I thought it was good. Um, and also, like, you compare Batman in this movie to Batman versus Superman and all that stuff, and it's an actual natural progression compared to Joss Whedon's version. So there's a lot of stuff that was just way better than the Joss Whedon version of Justice League, obviously. I just really don't even want to talk about the Joss Whedon movie anymore. I don't even want to talk about Joss Whedon in general anymore, unless it's about the first Avengers movie. But yeah, I don't care. I don't really care about that, like, I don't fucking care. Fuck Joss Whedon. Honestly, yeah. Was the R rating necessary for this one? I mean, not compared to Batman versus Superman, not really. I mean, there is a lot of blood in this, but I mean, it wasn't to the point where it was like, oh man, this is too gory. I mean, I don't know. It depends. It does get a little gory towards the end, but it was just like, I don't know. Like, I wasn't too put off by it. And then there were a couple of F-bombs here and there. And then, of course, the apocalypse scene, which they showed in the trailer. I'm not really, not the apocalypse, the nightmare scene. I'm not really going to give that away. Zack Snyder also said there was another DC character that shows up. Again, I'm not going to say who it is if you don't know who it is. So if you do plan on checking this movie out, it'll be a surprise. Overall, I enjoyed this movie. I thought it was good. And I honestly really appreciated it. I'm still kind of on the fence about the Joker thing. I mean, he wasn't bad. This is probably the best performance Jared Leto has gave with the Joker, which isn't saying much. But overall, what I give Zack Snyder's Justice League, 8 out of 10. It's a really good movie. I can't say it's a complete masterpiece. It does have its issues like every film does. But in terms of the best from the DCEU, this takes the cake. This is their number one best freaking movie that they have made for the DCEU. And I am so proud of Zack Snyder. I mean, Zack, I might not be too huge of a fan of the majority of your work, but for this one, I'll give you the thumbs up. You really killed it. You brought back the Wonder Woman that I love, not that garbage Wonder Woman 1984 character we got, or that disgusting 2017 Justice League Wonder Woman. This was legit Wonder Woman from the 2017 movie. This was her. And if you love that Wonder Woman, you're going to love Zack Snyder's Justice League interpretation. All right. Hey, one more thing before I go. Honestly, if the rumors of Zack Snyder directing Wonder Woman 3 is true, please just let him direct it. That's all I gotta say. He killed it with the Amazon movement. He killed it with Wonder Woman's character. And not only that, but they teased so much good plot lines that the DCU could have just took from this movie and continue. And it baffles me that Warner Brothers just neglected all of this and decided to start from scratch again, which is just so stupid because Zack Snyder literally gave them what they want. Like, I get you can't, like, nowadays anyways, even for me, I was a little bit struggling. Like, if there's one con, I probably won't rewatch this movie a lot compared to Infinity War, simply because the timing does weigh on you a little bit, especially towards the end of the movie. But besides all that, I mean, it was a good movie. It just baffles me that Warner Brothers just looked at this and said, "Fuck that, we're doing whatever Joss Whedon did." It baffled me. Like, now I understand. I completely get it now. It's like, what type of stupid decision is that? To me that's baffling. But anyways, Zack Snyder Justice League, it's good. Do I recommend it? If you're a big DC fan, hell yeah, you're definitely gonna love this movie. If you're a Marvel fan, I still recommend it. If you are on the fence about this, I would say give it a shot. The only warning I'll say is that this is a very long movie, so you have to mentally prepare yourself to watch it. But yeah, that's my thoughts on Zack Snyder's Justice League, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.